Welcome back to another exciting instalment of Meet the Euro 2020 Stadiums, in which we talk about the fascinating history of some of the stadiums which host games during the tournament. Next up, we're heading off to Rome to talk about the city's Stadio Olimpico. We start our story in the late 1920s, when Italy was getting all fascisty, with the main man Mussolini at the helm, who wanted to build a sports complex which would be called the Foro Mussolini, or the Mussolini Forum. An area next to one of Rome's hills, Monte Mario, was picked to be the location of the complex. Construction on the stadium started in 1928, with a massive hole being dug out the hill, which allowed for terraces to be built without the views from the hill being disturbed. The stadium would be finished in 1934 and would go by the name of Stadio Cipresi, or the Cyprus Stadium. The complex was built using fascist architecture, inspired by the old Imperial Roman forums, using classical Roman architecture, with one of the standout structures being a 36-metre obelisk named Obelisco Mussolini, which is still there today, standing a stone's throw away from the Stadio Olimpico. Despite the grandeur of the complex, the stadium was a rather small one, mainly being used for propaganda purposes. This meant it would not be used as a venue in the 1934 World Cup, which would be hosted and won by Italy. The stadium was expanded in 1938 to include proper stands, having a capacity of 65,000 spectators, and would host a visit from the main man with the moustache, who would team up with Il Duce to take on Europe only a year later, which, as you know, caused a whole heap of trouble for the next 6 years until 1945. Once World War II was over, the stadium would get its first football pitch in 1953, with both Rome's football teams, Lazio and Roma, moving into the stadium that year and still reside there to the present day. Terracing was also installed in the stadium, which would bring it to a capacity of 100,000 spectators. The stadium would get a proper makeover for the 1960 Summer Olympics, which were awarded to Rome, and from then on, the stadium would take the name of the Stadio Olimpico. And what comes with hosting the Olympics? You guessed it, a ghastly athletics track.
Heck, and every other school we've tried just doesn't... Oh, crap.
Which was built to surround the football pitch and ruin the lives of football fans for the rest of time. The stadium also had its terraces ripped out to build seats, taking the capacity of the stadium down to 53,000. Moving into 1990, and Italy hosts the World Cup, which meant the stadium would get a major renovation, with the stadium effectively being demolished and rebuilt using reinforced concrete. The old wooden seats got replaced with plastic ones, and the stadium would get a beauty of a roof. The roof was to be held up by 16 external pillars and is made of glass wool membrane coated with PTFE, which was a bit ahead of its time, with it also being used on the Allianz Arena 15 years later. The stadium was used for the Italian 90 World Cup final, which was between Argentina and West Germany, with the ruddy Germans winning 1-0. The stadium is another one which will host 3 matches within Group A of Euro 2020, a group including Turkey, Italy, Switzerland, and of course Wales. And given the stadium is within one of the world's tourist hotspots, you can almost guarantee the Americans will be there too.
America, 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 fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider hitting that subscribe button, and join us as we carry on meeting the Euro 2020 stadiums. This has been a civil conversation, and I will see you in the next video.